to a nice, comfortable seat on your mat. And we'll start today actually seated in a kneeling position. So if you need to sit on your heels, or maybe you separate your heels, you can take a seat down between the feet. You can also slide a block or a pillow or a blanket or anything, any little support underneath the hips. But we'll just start in this nice kneeling position. And if you're lined up on your mat, come about halfway on your mat. So not at the top, but halfway, because we're going to come forward into a tabletop position in just a few moments. So make sure there's room in front of you for that. Sit up nice and tall. You can take a big inhale, shrug the shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, let them fall back behind you, down towards the floor. Maybe you take a few more like that. Inhaling through your nose, shoulders up towards the ears. Really shrug, lift. And then exhale, pull them together behind you and slide them down the back. Let's do one more. Inhale. And exhale, let it go, creating space in the front of the chest. And then we'll take the palms facing up, resting on the thighs. Good, and then close down the eyes. And as you allow the eyelids to come down, can you let the eyeballs sort of roll up in their sockets? So we're gazing upward and inward towards the third eye, so right between the two eyebrows, and find softness with that. So we're not straining, we're not hurting our eyes, but rather just finding a soft, easy gaze up in between the eyebrows. And with that, you can feel the eyelids relax even heavier. Feel the eyebrows soften and broaden away from one another. Relax the entire forehead. Feel the skin sort of spreading across the forehead, the temples. Even the scalp is relaxed. Feeling the head across your skin. Just sort of stretch and relax across the skull. Good, and keeping that relaxed head, that relaxed face, and keep gazing ever so slightly upward and inward, and begin to cultivate Ujjayi Pranayama. So you seal your lips. As you inhale through your nose, can you feel the breath in the back of the throat? And can you hear your breath? And then as you exhale, make the exhale sound the same as the inhale. So constricting through the back of the throat so that the exhales and the inhales sound the same. We'll just take a few more breaths like that. And notice as you concentrate, as you focus on the sound and the sensation of your breath, does that concentration begin to build any tension in the face or in the head? And there's no judgment, there's no good or bad, I'm just noticing. For a few more moments, as best you can, breathe with sound, breathe through the back of the throat, and keep your face, your head, nice and soft and relaxed. A balance between effort and ease. I always like to start practice with just a brief moment or two of some seated meditation, introducing mindful breathing and mindful presence. Just sort of as a platform for which all of the other yoga practices rest on. So we incorporate this mindfulness, this awareness into everything that we do. Take one more inhale through your nose. Relax your face. Open mouth, sigh it out. Let it go. Good. Keep your eyes closed. Inhale. Reach your arms up overhead. Big stretch. And then exhale, gently draw the hands down through the center, meeting an Anjali Mudra. Once you're there, you can flutter the eyes open. Good. Welcome yourself to class. Namaste. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Let's get started with our movement. So if you need a little break for the legs, let's come forward just briefly onto the hands and then just knock them out a little bit. You might want to extend one leg back at a time. Just feeling the circulation return. Good, and then we'll find a tabletop position. So we're on all fours, and take a moment to make sure that your wrists are truly directly underneath your shoulders and your knees are underneath your hips. So if you have a mirror, this can be a really nice opportunity to check your alignment. Tabletop, it seems like a really straightforward pose, but it's one where oftentimes I see people with their knees back behind their hips or their hands out in front of their shoulders. So take a moment, really make sure, try to feel. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. It's a shorter stance than a lot of us tend to think. We'll take some cat-cows here. Inhaling, let the tailbone lift, drop the belly, look up. And exhale, keep the weight forward in your hands as you tuck the chin, round the spine, curl the tailbone under. A few more like that, inhaling, just simple extension and flexion of the spine. Nothing too crazy here, just warming up. Good, take one or two more, make sure you're nice and even and satisfied. And then come back to a neutral spine. Look down at the top of your mat for now, pull the belly button in, and then we're gonna knock the hips over to the left. So just slightly knock the hips to the left and look over your right shoulder. See if you can catch a glimpse of your right foot. Feel the stretch, and then come back through center, knock your hips over to the right. Look over your left shoulder, catch a glimpse of your left foot, and just breathe here for a moment. Good, and then inhale, come through center. Exhale, look over the right shoulder. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, look over the left shoulder. Find a few more rounds, these lateral cat and cows. So stretching the side bodies, even feeling some stretch into the side of the hips. All right, take one or two more of those. Again, make yourself even and satisfied on both sides. And then we're gonna tuck the toes under. We're gonna move into a little bit of a foot stretch here, and you can take it as deep as you want. You don't have to go all the way into it. So this is the first step. If this feels like plenty of a foot stretch for you, then stay. Maybe you wanna begin walking your hands back, sinking the hips a little bit closer to the heels, not sitting all the way down just yet, but a little bit closer. And then if you want even more from here, you can push your hands into the mat, lift your knees off the ground, and feel some stretching in the feet. You can maybe draw some circles or sway side to side with the legs, with the knees. Focus on the feet. Keep your hands strong, keep your shoulders away from the ears. Take one more breath. Exhale, slowly take the knees down, and then you can stay right here if you're working your feet, or if you want to come all the way up, come and take a seat on the heels. Biggest stretch. And here we want to make sure the pinky toes are involved as well. So curling all 10 toes or all 5 toes on each foot under. I like to take a little shake for the wrists here. Those tabletops, those down dogs can really put some strain on the wrist if they're not properly warmed up. So we just want to make sure they got some circulation, they got some blood flow, nice and warm. Shake them out. You can take any stretches with your wrists that feel good at any time. That's something I'm super supportive of. Wrist health, wrist care. All right, let's work into our downward facing dog. So we'll keep the toes tucked if you can, or if you want to release and pat them out a little bit, you can. But keeping the toes tucked, let's spread the fingers wide. Hands are shoulder width distance, and then lift the hips. The legs are going to work towards straight. They don't have to come all the way, but working towards straight. Lift the hips up to the ceiling. The skin of the chest pushes down towards the feet or towards the floor. So it's that opposition. The chest is sinking as the hips lift up super high. And keep the hands, fingers spread wide, pushing into the mat. And then can you spin the crease of the elbow forward? Keep your hands where they're at, middle fingers pointing forward, but rotate the upper arms, the shoulders, so that the crease of the elbow points forward. You can engage Uddiyana Bandha here, pulling the belly button towards the spine, especially as you exhale. And maybe even engaging Mula Bandha and pulling and toning the pelvic floor. Good, and then look forward. And with an inhale, you'll start to walk forward, but take your time. Maybe you take a few breath cycles to get all the way up to the top of the mat. There's no rush. Once you're there, just allow yourself to drape down into this nice forward fold, Uttanasana. The feet are going to be about hip width distance apart. You can take them a little wider if you like. Again, the legs are working towards straight, but they can keep a little micro bend so that we're not overstretching in the hamstrings, and so that you can feel this stretch not only in the backs of the legs, but also in the spine. We want to decompress the vertebrae here. So let the head hang heavy. Shift the weight a little more forward into the balls of your feet, but keep your toes relaxed. Good, and then we'll take a few halfway lifts. So bring your hands to the floor, and then inhale. See if you can lengthen from the lower back through the upper back, looking forward for halfway lift. And then exhale, forward fold, letting the head go at the bottom. Two more like that. Strong feet, strong legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Peel the shoulders back. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Really lengthen the spine. This time, exhale, pull the belly button in as you forward fold. See if you can go a little bit deeper. All right, now roll yourself up to standing position, bending the knees, the round spine. The chin is going to be the last thing to lift. Maybe you like to reach the arms up, take a nice full body stretch. And exhale, come back to Samasthiti, standing position. And we'll take Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. So there's a couple variations. Traditionally, we take it with the toes and heels together, or you can also keep the feet separate, whatever works. The toes and heels together is going to be a little bit more of a balance challenge. We're just going to take a shorter set of half moon pose this morning. So waking up the side bodies, waking up the spine. Go ahead and inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And then you can interlace the fingers, uncross the middle finger and uncross the thumbs. Or maybe you like to just grab hold of one wrist with the other. But reach your arms up overhead. Take a big inhale. And then exhale, hips push to the left, upper body stretches up and over to the right. So we feel this nice big stretching sensation all across the left side of the body. Keep the legs and arms as straight as possible. Engaging the quads. Tuck the tailbone under, so we slightly push the hips forward. Lengthen the tailbone towards the heels as you tighten the core. Pull the belly button in, and then shoulders down, lift the chin. How's your breath? You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reach up, switch the hands, and then exhale over to the other side. So big stretch down in the right side body. We're pushing the hips. The side of the hips pushes to the right as we lengthen up and over to the left. Again, arms and legs are working towards straight. See if you can get your biceps right by your ears or even behind the ears. Lift your chin and lower your shoulders so there's lots of space around the throat. And then engage the quads, engage the glutes. Tuck the tailbone under. Remember, it's that pushing forward of the hips, pulling back of the belly button, and lengthening downward of the tailbone. Good. Feel the stretch and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, draw yourself up. Let's take a back bend. Exhale, cactus the arms. Look up. Keep the legs straight as you push the hips forward. And we're going to try to lengthen out of the lower back. Feel this bend in the upper back. So feeling some stretch behind the heart for 3. Go a little deeper for 2 and 1. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, forward fold. Keep the spine as long as possible for as long as possible. Coming all the way down. Good. And then you can walk the legs out a little bit. Maybe take some deep squats. We're going to work into a bound forward fold here. So a variation of hands to feet pose. You can take whatever variation you like. If you want your toes and heels to stay together, Parahastasana. Traditionally, you scoop up the heels from behind. Again, the feet are touching, and then bend the knees, wrap the forearms around the calves, and lengthen into your fold like so. Another variation is to slide the hands underneath the feet from the front and separate the feet about hip width distance. Wherever you are, you bend the knees as much as you need to connect the belly to the thighs, chest towards the knees, let the head go, and then wherever you are, shift the weight forward into the balls of the feet. If you're stepping on your hands from the front, it's a nice massage for the palms and for the wrists. Good. Release your hands from underneath you. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, forward fold, letting the head go. Good. Roll yourself up. Inhale. Chin is the last thing to lift. Maybe you reach the arms up. Breathing space into the body. And exhale, relax. Good. We're going to get into some sun salutations here. So a little bit different from how we usually do the sun salutations, but we'll get through it. We're just going to add in some lunging. I think you'll like it. So come to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. And then exhale to forward fold. Inhale, find a halfway lift position. And with your exhale, you're going to take the hands to the mat, step the left foot back, and lower the knee down to the ground. And then with your inhale, come up for a low lunge position. So the right leg is forward, left leg is back, the knee is on the ground, and we're breathing into this nice lunge. Feel the stretch in the top of the left hip flexor. Take one more inhale. Exhale, place the hands to the ground, step the right foot back, and you can come right into downward facing dog here if you like, or if you wish, you can move through a vinyasa flow. So maybe you take chaturanga, maybe you take knees, chest, chin to the ground. Inhale through baby cobra or upward facing dog, and exhale back to downward facing dog. Good. So grounding through hands and feet. Remember, upper arms are rotating outward, but the hands stay planted. Middle fingers point forward. With an inhale, look forward, step the right foot, or the left foot, excuse me, step the left foot between the hands, right knee comes to the ground, and then inhale, lift yourself up for, again, this lunging position now on the other side. So left leg is forward, right leg is back. Big stretch for the right hip flexor. Push the top of that back foot into the mat. Take one more inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to the top of the mat. And then big move here. With an inhale, step your right foot forward. Come to a halfway lift position at the top of the mat. And exhale, forward fold, letting the head go. And then slowly rolling yourself up. Again, the chin is going to be the last thing to lift. Inhaling to reach leg. And exhale, samasthiti. Good, let's take one more round. We're going to take the other side at this time. So balancing the body, waking up some of the energy. Notice how these sun salutations move the energy throughout the body. Inhale, reaching the arms. Exhale, casting the chest forward for your fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, planting the hands, step the right foot back and lower the knee to the mat. Top of the foot down. Inhale, come to that low lunge position with the left leg forward, right foot back. Just breathing and moving with breath. Feel the stretch in the right leg. Take a breath. And then exhale, hands touch the mat. Inhale, come to a high plank or downward facing dog. And then again, you can move through another optional vinyasa flow. So from your high plank or down dog, you exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Good. Spread your fingers wide, strong arms. Take one more inhale. Full exhale. And then look forward. With an inhale, step your right foot between your hands. Take your left knee to the ground. Inhale, lift both arms up. Anjaneyasana, or low lunge. Good. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Take the hands to the mat. Now big move. Once again, we're going to step forward. So with an inhale, left foot comes to the top of the mat. And then peel the shoulders back. Reach the heart forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Good job. Inhale, root to rise. Push the feet down. Lift the upper body. Lift the arms. Look up. And exhale, samasthiti. Standing attention. Now just relax here. You can close the eyes if you like. Do a little body scan. Notice how has the yoga thus far impacted the sensations in my physical body? How has the yoga impacted my energy level? How has the yoga, the breathing, impacted my thoughts? All right, now we're going to do one or two, probably 2 rounds of Chandra Namaskar, so moon salutations. Yeah, different type of salutation. The sun salutations work primarily into the upper body with all those chaturangas, the up dog, the down dog. So we're really working the shoulders, the arms, the chest, and the spine with those, which is really energizing. It helps us feel, ready for our day. It gives us energy, and it is a salute to obviously the masculine giving energy of the sun. And so now we're going to do Chandra Namaskar, which focuses more on the legs. So it's the bottom half of the body. This Chandra Namaskar, the moon salutations, are more about grounding and settling into the earth and strengthening our legs, which connect us with the earth underneath us. So through these moon salutations, let's try to connect to a more grounded, calming, feminine energy, more receiving lunar energy. So we're going to do another round of half moon here. Come to oriented on your mat like I am. So you're standing facing the long edge, but you're close to the short edge, if that makes sense. So you're facing the long edge, but close to the short edge, just like me. And then inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, take a half moon, stretching over to the side. Inhale, come through center, switch the hands. Exhale, take another half moon, other side. Inhale, come through center. And now exhale, step the feet out wide and tee out the arms to either side. We're going to move into goddess pose here, Vinyasa. So take the heels in, the toes point out, and then bend the knees and the elbows into goddess pose. This is Vinyasa or Utthata Konasana. So you can call it goddess pose or fierce angle pose. Big opening for the hips. See if you can sink a little bit lower. Make sure the knees go out at the same trajectory as the toes. So knees and toes are pointing in the same direction. Tuck the tailbone under, pull in the belly button, sink a little bit deeper. All right, now we're going to move into a Trikonasana, triangle pose. So this right leg is going to stay the same, but then you're going to pivot the left toes to face the side of the mat. Good. So now both legs are straight. Tee up the arms. Inhale, reach towards the right. And then exhale, just tuck the arms to 6 and 12 for triangle pose. Feel the stretch here, just one big breath. Inhale. And then exhale, fold over your right leg. Take both hands to the mat. You can step your left foot up and in a little bit if you need. Readjust yourself, doing pyramid pose now. So again, both legs are straight. Relax the upper body. Just breathe. All right, now take the hands to either side of that front right foot. We're going to transition back into a low lunge here. So taking your left knee onto the ground, take the top of the foot onto the ground, and then bring your hands onto your hips this time. And push your hips forward and down. Very nice. And then both hands are going to come to the inside edge of your right foot. And this is kind of a tricky transition, but we're going to move into Skandasana. So I like to just make some room and take your time with this, but we're pivoting towards the long edge of the mat and coming into this nice side squat position. So the left leg is extended. We're squatting into the right leg. Keep your hands at heart center or down on the mat. And then we'll take an inhale, straighten both legs. Exhale, side squat to the other side. Good, we'll take one more of those to either side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squat. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, squat to the left. All right, so now we're going to take all those same postures over to the other side in reverse order. So just follow my lead, we'll get through. Take your hands to the ground and walk them to the left so you can come into Anjaneyasana, our low lunge once again. So we're facing the back side of the mat now, we're facing the other side. The left leg is forward and the right leg is back. Bring your hands to your hips and push your hips forward and down. Good. Exhale, take your hands to the mat and then tuck your back toes, plant the foot down for pyramid pose. So coming up to Padmasvanasana. Good. Both legs are straight. The heels are maybe in one line, maybe slightly laterally separated, and all 10 toes point forward. All right, now transitioning into triangle pose from this one. This one can be a little bit of a tricky transition, but I like to take that back foot, so that right foot, walk it a little bit closer to the back of your mat. So walk it further away from the front foot. Take your left hand to the inside of the left foot. And then you're gonna peel yourself open. So open the chest towards the side of your mat as you reach your right hand up. Good, triangle pose. Take one breath here. Finish the exhale, and then with your next inhale, use this strong right hand. It's like someone's pulling you up. So with a flat back, come all the way up. Nice, and then arrange your feet, arrange your legs, again for goddess pose. So the toes are out, the heels are in, knees and elbows are bent in Vinyasa. Good, and then with an inhale, step the feet together at the back side of the mat, or the other side of the mat. So now we're on the left. Exhale, take a half moon to the left. Inhale, reach up through center. Exhale, take half moon to the right. Inhale, back up. And exhale, relax the arms by your sides. Good, so we'll do one more round of Chandra Namaskar. Everything that we just did, just one more time. So we're really getting into the legs today. We're gonna make it even. So when we're done with this one, we're gonna be back on that side of the mat, back on the right side. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, come through center. And exhale, take it wide out to the side. Straight arms and straight legs. Then set your feet up, heels in, toes point out. And then all at once, both knees and both elbows bend into Devyasana, goddess pose. Good, we're gonna move a little bit faster through the sun or through the moon salutation this time. So straighten both legs, take the right toes, pivot the right toes to the side of the mat, left toes to the left. Inhale, reach, coming into triangle pose. So again, both legs are straight for Trikonasana. One inhale. And with your exhale, fold over the left leg, step the right foot in if you need for pyramid pose. Big stretch for the left hamstring, just enjoy. All right, now keep your hands on the mat. Take your right knee down to the mat. Right knee down, left foot is still forward. Bring your hands onto your hips. So now the stretch is primarily in the right leg. Feel that stretch. Good. Take your hands to the inside edge of the left foot and walk them over to the right. We're going to take Skandasana again, so those side squats. Squatting deep into the left leg, straightening out the right leg. And then inhale, straighten both legs. Exhale, side squat. Inhale, straighten. Exhale to squat. You can keep your hands on the ground or at heart center. Good. Taking your time, coming back to the right side as you're ready. The left leg is long, right leg is bent. Take your hands to the floor and then walk them over to the right towards the top of your mat. You're going to take your right foot facing forward, left knee down, hands onto your hips for this beautiful low lunge. Really opening up the top, the front of the left thigh. Push the top of the left foot into the mat. You're going to take one more big inhale. And then exhale, place your hands to either side of the right foot, tuck the left toes, and hop the leg to pyramid pose. So both legs are straight, both feet are flat on the ground, and all 10 toes point in the direction of the top of your mat, so towards the front of your mat. And then just letting the upper body drape down over the lower body, let the head hang. All right, and then we're going to transition again into Trikonasana, triangle pose. So it's that one tricky transition where opening from this closed position. So step your left foot back, step the left foot further away from the right foot, and then take your right hand to the inside edge, the big toe side of your right foot. With an inhale, reach your left hand up and really rotate through the chest. It's a little bit of a twist here so we can really get the opening. Good, find an exhale, and then with an inhale, strong core, strong arms, strong legs, lift you up. See if you can exhale right into goddess pose, bending the elbows and the knees. Check in, make sure the toes and the knees point out at the same angle. Very nice. Inhale, straighten the legs, step the feet together, reach the arms up, and then exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, come through center, exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, come through center, and exhale, relax the arms. Again, close the eyes, take a moment to scan the body. What sensations present themselves to you in the legs? What can you feel in your legs? What can you feel in your belly? And just one more moment to notice anything that might come up. Be mindful, be completely present with your body. Good. And then we're going to transition onto the floor from here. The rest of the class is just going to be some nice seated stretches. So I'm going to come into a malasana to transition down onto the floor. So separate your feet about hip width distance, or mat width distance apart, so wider than hip width. Mat width distance. You can again point the toes out and the heels in if you like. And then if the heels want to come off the mat, let them. They don't have to stay down. Stick the butt out, keep the spine long as you come into your malasana squat pose. Opening up into the hips a few moments. Really try to open your hips a little bit more, pressing your elbows into your hips, and then pulling your heart through your arms. Good. Take your left hand back behind you, take your right hand back behind you, and then soften yourself gently, easily down onto the mat. All right, we'll take Janu Shirshasana from here. So take your right leg stretched out long, and then your left foot comes to the inner right thigh. Good, and we'll take a couple variations. So for this first one, nice side body opener. Take your right hand in the direction of your right foot. So maybe you catch the toe, the ankle, the shin, the knee, even the thigh. But whatever you got, reaching towards the right foot. Right hand towards the right foot. And then the left hand is going to reach up and over as you inhale. Exhale, forward and down. And then bring it back. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, forward. Good, so drawing some big circles with the breath. Inhale to lift the hand. Exhale, take it down and back. Good, this time, inhale, reach up. And then exhale, see if you can catch the outside edge of your right foot, or your right ankle, or your right calf, whatever you got. So left hand now reaches for the outside of the right foot. Take your right hand to the outside and push yourself, use your right hand as leverage to take this twist. So twisting towards the right. And then you can stay right here in this lifted variation, or if you want to take it into a fold, stay twisted over your right leg, fold directly forward. And then you can take both hands to that right foot, or maybe you keep your right hand back, that's okay. Wherever you feel the stretch, breathe into that area, breathe into that spot. So as if the skin could breathe, allowing the sensation to receive the oxygen in the breath. Good, go ahead and release that. Lift yourself up. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, we'll twist toward the left, so towards the bent leg. Let the hands drop. You can take your right hand to the outside of the left knee and really twisting yourself now the other way. Keep those right toes active, right toes flexed. Good, and then you can stay here, or if you want to take a little lift, your left hand is going to touch the ground, and then you'll inhale, use core strength to lift your pelvis off the ground, stretching your hips forward, a nice back bend. You can again draw some big circles now with the right hand. Good, and exhale, slowly release, bring yourself back down. All right, let's switch it out now. So taking the left leg out long, right foot comes to the inner left thigh. All right, left hand reaches for the big toes or the foot, ankle, shin, calf, whatever you got. And then the right hand, inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach forward and down. Find some nice fluid movement with your breath. Good. Now inhale, reach that right hand up. Feel the stretch in the side body. Exhale, right hand reaches for the outside edge of the left foot or the left ankle or leg. And the left hand is going to come back behind you by your hips and use that left hand as leverage, sort of traction yourself deeper into the twist over the left leg. Good, stay here, or exhale, keep the twist and just take it into a fold over your extended left leg. So really feeling a nice stretch in the right side of the lower back here as we stretch to the left. And let the head hang heavy and let the breath do the pose. release that. Lift yourself up, and then inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Take your left hand to the right knee. Use that as leverage to deepen your twist. Rotating with the upper back. Maybe even looking over the right shoulder. Keep the left toes flexed. And then if you did on the first side, you're going to stay. Or if you went up for the lift, take your right hand down. Roll onto your right shin as you lift the hips. And draw those nice big circles with the left arm. And slowly bring yourself down. All right, one more seated hip opener. We'll do Baddha Konasana. So bring the soles of the feet together. And then we'll start with the heels further away from the groin. So our tendency is a lot of times to pull the heels really close in. But let's just take some space this time. And then for the first variation, we're gonna really round the spine. So it's really about creating space, not in the muscles or the bones, but the fascia, which connects everything in our bodies. So, like, see how far away the feet are from the heels here. We're really letting there be space. And then take the hands, if this is available, slide the hands and the forearms underneath the calves, so underneath the lower legs. So the whole elbow of the forearm is on the ground, and then you just let the head hang, let the shoulders be round, and just relax. Feel a nice subtle opening in the outsides of the hips. You're releasing in the lower back. All right, if this variation feels really good for you, if this is really serving you, then please, I invite you to stay here as long as you need. If you want a more active variation, then let's mindfully begin to release this pose. So sliding the hands out from underneath, and then we're gonna walk the feet closer in towards the glutes, or closer in towards the groin. So the heels come closer in. You might wanna grab hold of the outside edges of the feet, and then you can even walk the glutes, the hips closer towards the heels. And now here we want to engage the muscles of the inner thighs. So these are called the abductors. And we want to pull the knees towards the ground. So with that, we're really lengthening the muscles on the inside of the thighs, as well as engaging them. And then something I see often is we tend to round the spine, the shoulders come forward. So can you take the shoulders back, a nice long spine. Think about pulling your sternum forward, sternum through, chest comes through the arms as the knees work down towards the ground. Very nice. And then if it's available for you, I'm going to shift around a little bit, but I invite you to keep a hold of your legs. So you keep hanging on to either foot with either hand, and we're just going to roll back into happy baby pose. So keeping the grip on the outside edges of the feet. Now just finding some playful movement here into happy baby. So we're on our backs now. For the rest of class, we get to enjoy the sensation of the ground, the earth supporting us. So go ahead and find some playful movement here in happy baby. You can take the toes closer towards each other. Maybe you try to stack the heels right over the knees. You can play with straightening out one leg at a time, or maybe both legs at the same time. You can rock and roll along the length of the spine, forward and back. Maybe you find some lateral movement side to side. Good, and then extend both legs straight up towards the ceiling. Slide your thumbs underneath your waistband. We're gonna point the toes, and then we'll just sort of scissor kick is what I like to call it, or crisscross the legs all the way down. So working into the core, keep the face relaxed, keep breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing the legs, releasing your hands from underneath you. All right, we'll take another big twist, and then we'll be done. So taking Pavanamuktasana, and then our big twist. We'll take the right knee up first. So interlacing the fingers, pull the knee up in towards the chest. And then can you engage your left leg? So the left leg is long, but can you engage it slightly towards the ground so that it is offering some stability here in our pose? Engaging the left leg slightly towards the ground as you pull your right knee towards your right armpit. And take a big breath into the belly. As you exhale, use your core strength. Take your knee or your nose towards your knee. So curling your head off the mat, knee towards the nose. Squeeze it in. And then inhale, release the head, the shoulders back down. Exhale, take the right knee across the body to the left side for our supine twist. So the right knee comes to the left, tee out the right arm straight out from the side, and then you can gaze softly towards the right. Nice, and then inhale, draw yourself back up through center. Relax in Shavasana for a moment, so just feeling the difference between the two sides. After we've twisted on one side and not on the other, just noticing. Be with the body. Again, it's another opportunity. Nothing profound here. Just noticing and being with the body, receiving the medicine that our bodies have to offer us. Let's take it to the other side. Interlace the fingers the opposite direction, so the way that feels a little awkward. Pull the left knee into the chest. And then as you do that, very slightly engage the right leg down towards the floor, offering some stability. And pulling that left knee towards the armpit, finding big compression through the left hip, as well as the left side of the abdomen. Take a big belly breath. Exhale, nose to knee. Curling it in with the upper body. Again, keep the right leg strong to offer stability. And with an exhale, or with an inhale, slowly release the head. And then exhale, right hand guides left knee to the right side. Supine twist. So left knee is on the right side of the body. Left hand tees out, and then we can look to the left. Just breathe here for a few moments. Allow your body to really relax. Very mindfully, very slowly, release your twist. Bring yourself back through center with your feet flat on the ground. So your knees are bent, your feet are planted. We're going to take one last bridge pose just to neutralize the spine. We're just really quick. So engage the feet, push the feet down, push the hands down. Inhale, lift the hips as high as you can. Make sure your head is on straight, and then we'll lengthen and straighten the spine all the way down. So with an exhale, lower down the upper back, roll down the mid back, curl the tailbone under. So we're lengthening the lower back towards the feet as you come all the way down. Relax your legs now. Let the toes drop out to either side, and then relax your arms. Let there be space between your arms and your body. So really taking up some space here. Let the armpits breathe. Let the groin breathe. Let the neck breathe. Just relax into final Shavasana. Like we did at the beginning of class, you soften the eyelids and then use your eyes, gaze just very slightly, very subtly upward and inward between the eyebrows to the third eye point. And then with that steady gaze, can you feel the face relax? Unclench the jaw. Soften the shoulders to the ground, the hips to the ground. Release the effort of breath. And this is the most wonderful pose of all, where we really are able to receive the benefit, the goodness of all the yoga that we've done. So turn off the effort switch. Nothing left to try for. This is just absorption. Just let it settle in. Enjoy the stillness, enjoy the silence.